Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Bass. I'm the Vice President of Product Marketing at LawVu. And in just a moment, we'll launch into a demo conducted by me and my colleague, Troy Bingham. But first, I'd like to give you a quick introduction to the LawVu Legal workspace and help you understand how it can deliver unique value to your legal team and to your business. Now, studies show, and we know that you know, that legal teams are still spending too much time on manual administrative work. And that time and effort takes away from your ability to work on more strategic projects or to deliver the impact that you're capable of to the business. That inefficiency is often exacerbated by the fact that legal teams are working across multiple systems, whether those are traditional legal tech solutions like standalone e-billing or CLM systems, or good old-fashioned alternatives like Excel, spreadsheets, email inboxes. Legal teams are spending a lot of time bouncing between systems to gain control and a complete view of all of their work. On top of that, you're spending too much time on back and forth with the wider business, too much time compiling assets needed for reporting, and of course, often, lots of time searching through emails to find information and history on matters, advice from outside counsel, finding contracts, finding invoices, collating spend information, or handing off work. And of course, there are multiple solutions on the market. But our belief is that a legal workspace, of course, is the best solution. And that's because traditional point solutions, historical legacy ELMs, and homegrown systems are often disconnected, complex, or not built for purpose. And they can be frustrating to use, expensive to implement, or perhaps you won't even use the full functionality and you'll continue to experience those inefficiencies that come along with bouncing between multiple systems. In a legal workspace, you can stop bouncing from system to system and do all your best work in one place. It's also one place for your business to go to get help and advice and work with the legal team. The LawVu Legal workspace contains these core capabilities: intake and self-service, including contract automation, matter management, contract management, spend management, and insights reporting. You can truly do your best work all in one place with everything you need when you need it. And as you'll see in our demo, we have a number of essential integrations because we understand that you and your business partners are working across multiple solutions, and a lot of those aren't going away. So LawVu needs to fit seamlessly in with your workflows, allowing you to exchange information without a lot of extra effort so that you can build your legal source of truth without disrupting your workflows. And ultimately, we believe that the legal workspace model delivers outsized ROI. Of course, you get return on investment by gaining efficiency, by saving valuable legal team member time. But in addition, a legal workspace gives you one subscription to manage, one unified user interface, one place for the business to go, and a higher level of adoption and a faster time to value. So let's launch in and take a look at the LawVu Legal workspace.
So one of the most important aspects of a legal workspace is how user-friendly is it? How intuitive? Is it going to require a lot of training to get people up to speed to be able to use it? Or can somebody log in for the first time and get a lay of the land and start using it right away? Our workspaces has clear navigation and a very good UI to help people get right in. As soon as you log in, you land in a hub that does give you quick access to all of the things that you've been working on recently, anything that has been action for you to respond to, as well as a calendar that shows matter due dates, contract expiration dates or key dates, tasks, or other to-do items. And so as soon as I log in, I get to see exactly what's on my plate for the day. One of the benefits of having a centralized workspace is you do have one place where all of the contracts from sales, from HR, from procurement, they all reside in one place. So legal does have the opportunity to gain insights into what exists in the organization and where it is. And so we have over here on the left-hand side, very simple navigation. So I can quickly mouse over these and jump in and find any matters that I need to address, any contracts. We also have up here at the top very easy global navigation. If I were to just click into this navigation really quick, it's going to show me things that I've looked at today, things that I've looked at or interacted with in the last month, and then a list of other items that I have spent time on in the past. So most likely it's something I have worked with in the last week or so. I can just simply click on it and get there, or I could put in any kind of search criteria. Any text-based document that's attached as a file or a contract is going to surface here whenever I search it. So I can definitely find exactly what I'm looking for. Another really beneficial way of finding the work that I need to engage in is over here under matters and contracts. If I click on it, this is what we refer to as our grid views. It's essentially Excel on steroids. It allows you to define what fields that you have displayed. You can change those around. You can move them around. You can resize them just like in Excel. You can add additional columns, additional fields, but these are the matters that I'm working on. This is a one central location where I can just go through and find everything that's in my portfolio, everything that team is working on, or those things that haven't been assigned. Maybe I want to see all of my litigation that's high risk. And so you can see here, I've got an additional field that shows the risk level associated with it. We've been doing this for a long time. And so we give clients an out of the box experience that tends to collect the information necessary. The client can configure, as you said, very easily add additional fields to collect the data that they need and then surface those here. You'll see this is very similar where you've got your views, but we also add in additional elements as far as a calendar with key dates and expiration dates, making it very easy to find the type of information that's important to you and making it easy also to download those contracts, share those with other people, have conversations internally or externally about those contracts or matters as well. We start every project at the same spot. We've got the out of the box offerings, but we understand that every client has their own use case as well. And so first step is to get to know you and your business and find out what matter types are important, what kind of requests are coming to legal that the legal team needs to engage in. We can then create custom matter types with the appropriate fields to collect the data. Once you have those matter types and data, then really the next step is all about getting organized. It's getting your data into the system. We can definitely do a data import for your old data, but getting new data in the system needs to be easy. And so what we've done here in the top right-hand corner, we have a really simple method of creating a new matter. You can go through your list of matter types and select the matter, and then you'll see an intake form right here in the system, and you can complete that. We also want to make it easy to continue business as it is. And so if your team gets these legal requests from users through email or through Slack or Teams or some other productivity tool, we've got a number of different integrations that allow you to continue that operation, but then quickly move it from that platform. So I have selected an email here that's come in. It has an attachment. If I were to create a new matter, it's going to ask me what type of matter is it and ask
Oh,
me
so that's reflecting exactly what you've set up in your LawVu system. Awesome.
exactly. So you just pick your matter, you complete whatever information that it asks for. I want to include the template. I create the matter. It's now in my system. It is visible for the entire team. You can either have it automatically apply to a specific person or team based off of the matter type and where it's coming from, or you can have it drop into an intake specifically for triage that you can take a look at it. You can go communicate back and forth with the requester, complete any additional details, and then assign it to a member of the team.
Awesome.
Yeah. So here's an example where I've got that entire conversation in the email is saved. I can come over to the files repository with this matter and you'll see the attachment is there as well. The initial step is turning chaos into an organized workspace for the team. The next thing that I tend to recommend to my new clients is starting to focus on how they interact with the business team as a whole.
And so this is the view that a business partner or colleague, someone that's not a member of the legal team would have as a front door to the legal team.
Exactly. You'll see that they also have access to knowledge base that we discussed a little bit earlier. So you can give them articles and FAQs and different
Right.
things like that. So they can start to learn how it is that can engage with and interact with legal. But if they have a request right here on this homepage, again, this is completely custom for every client, but they can come down and let's say that they just have a simple question. So you can click on, I need legal advice. Every one of these matter types is going to have a unique intake form.
So as the legal team, you choose what these intake forms have. I know we've got some conditional logic you can
Right.
build in.
Yeah, allows them to attach documentation if they want to as well, and then create a matter. It would then go into the intake queue where it can be assigned to an attorney. So here's an example. I'm just a standard business user. I need to get an NDA over to a new prospect that I'm starting to work with. And so I just click on generate a NDA and I have a couple of options. So if it's an existing NDA that I signed from the third party, then I would upload it here. Otherwise, I want to create a new one. Using what we refer to as a contract wizard is just taking these data points, dropping it into our pre-approved template, and then creating that initial draft.
It's a huge time savings for the legal team, obviously, if they can create these templates, let people self-serve their own low risk contracts. And then, as I understand it, you can engage legal in the cases where you need to.
Yeah, you can easily put in a set of rules that says if it's this type of contract, it has to be viewed by legal, it has to be viewed by or approved by other department heads. But for something like an NDA, you can remove all of those roadblocks. They can very easily send for signing. And so this business user was able to generate a new NDA with the appropriate information, and then be able to send it out for signing immediately without ever having to engage legal. But the benefit is legal now has this in a central repository so they can see what their protection is, what kind of contracts are outstanding.
And of course, you can manage the key dates, renewals, all that important stuff.
Yep, exactly. The beautiful thing about having a configurable workspace is that it changes as the legal team changes, as you become more efficient and start interacting with more teams in the business, in the business, you can make those changes very easily on the fly. Now that everything is in one place, data is king. And so you can start to report on all of your engagements with business, where those requests are coming from, how long are they taking. You can also take a look at all of your contract data as far as what's your outstanding risk level, your strategic alignment with engagements. And so we've got beautiful dashboards that surface all of that type of information. You can start to really analyze what your team is doing because all of that data is in a central location. This is really an opportunity to change and to grow your legal function, to make sure that you're doing things the right way. And so getting the right partner who has years of experience, best practices that can work with you in that journey of discovery, really that's key. The platform is a tool, but making sure that it does exactly what you need is the most important thing.
What do you think is the most special thing about a workspace, the LawVu Legal workspace?
Before I started with LawVu, I was actually in one of those point solutions, and coming over to LawVu, how user-friendly, how intuitive it is, and how easy it is to configure made all the difference in the world. The majority of those projects that I was engaged in were 8 to 18 month long projects. And here we're able to get first value for a client within a matter of a few weeks to just a couple of months. There's fewer barriers for a client with a workspace like LawVu.
I hope that short demonstration gave you some insight into what the LawVu Legal workspace is and how it can provide value to you, your legal team, and your wider business. But of course, you don't have to take it from us. You can also go to our website to find customer stories, ROI studies, or get in touch for a deeper dive customized demo to learn more about the LawVu Legal workspace. Our website is lawvu.com, and we hope to see you there soon. Thanks.